Hi, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. This is Best of Us Investors. We're a group of people who form together to form a tribe, a collection of people who have a common interest, and that is to make more money in the stock markets, in all investment markets, to keep more of what we make by understanding the tax laws, and then to pass on family wealth. I've talked to you a lot in the past about investing in the stock market, and I think there's a tremendous opportunity that's going to present itself in 2021 relative to real estate. And that is because of the pandemic, there are a lot of people who have lost jobs or have taken reductions in their income, and they're going to be looking to move. We also have the baby boomers, 79 million baby boomers who are retiring and want to downsize. So I started building homes. As a result of the pandemic, I have decided that I'm going to actually buy the house I'm building and turn it into a leased property. Why is that? Because it is a better way to accumulate wealth, and it gives me an opportunity as a result of this pandemic to move in and to offer a quality product in a quality neighborhood at a rate of rent that is going to support the property as well as build me equity in the property. I think a lot of people make the mistake of looking at rental property as a source of income. That's hard to do unless maybe you get into multiple dwellings, apartment buildings, and things of that such. But for a individual residence, it is a wonderful way to create equity as you have someone else paying down your mortgage on the property, and then also taking tax write-offs as you offset any losses or interest expense against other forms of income that you have. So what I did, I made this pivot. I was intending to sell the house and probably pocket somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 on each house that I sold. It takes 9 months to build a house. Instead, as a result of my learnings and my understanding of the coronavirus and the effects it's going to have, I'm going to turn it into rental property. So I want to share that with you in this video as how I'm doing it, and how maybe you can then learn from it and do it yourself. So what I did was build some spreadsheets, some Excel spreadsheets, so that I could plug the numbers in to see what I had to pay for, the house, and then what my mortgage payment would be, and how the numbers would work out. Then I created an amortization schedule to show me what my net effect would be over any period of time, what my equity would be, what my expenses would be, what my tax savings would be. So what I want to do right now is share that Excel spreadsheet with you. So let's go to the computer and take a look at it. This is the spreadsheet and amortization schedule that I've created for the house that I'm building in Hampton Gates. And I was going to sell this for $435,000. But in light of the coronavirus, as I said, I've changed my plans. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car house built this year. It's got about 2,800 square feet. The market price is $435,000. Now, because I built it, I can buy it for $350,000. The equity is already built into it as me being the builder. My down payment consists of the interest that I paid on the HELO loan as we were constructing it. I then figured loan origination fees, closing costs, and the whole thing. Then what I did was I went to my Paragon, which is my MLS, and determined what is the going rate in the community that I'm in. In fact, there are only 3 homes in the community that this house is in for rent, and it looks like it will easily support a rent of $22,000. That works out to be 79 cents per square foot. Okay. I'm figuring that I've got a 5% occupancy vacancy loss there. And so my operating income is $2,090 or $25,000 a year. I then figure in my property taxes. All the blue areas are those that are variable that I can change, and it changes everything in the spreadsheet. I have a management fee. More than likely, I won't spend that. I'll manage it myself. And then I have a maintenance fee. And what I'm doing there is I'm having my lawn man go out and cut the grass every week. And then I'm also budgeting some in there for plumbing, for heating, whatever. On a new house, it won't be much. So there are my operating expenses, $5,600 for the year. I have then an income of $1,622 per month. And that is after I deduct my expenses from my rent. And I have a mortgage payment of $1,670. So in fact, I lose money. I lose $580 per year. That's not a concern, because what I'm doing is building an asset, not trying to build an income source. I then figure in I'm reducing the principal for about $6,000 a year. And I'm figuring the house is going to appreciate at about a 6% rate. So my gross equity income, in other words, this is what my $9,000 investment has grown to in the first year, is $26,583. Now, because I have a loss here and I have an interest expense, which I'll show you over here, I can then deduct that loss and that interest expense from my income taxes. And I'm figuring my income taxes are at 25%. So I'm able to deduct from my other sources of income $4,052.31. So the gross equity income, that is the growth of my equity, the money I've saved on my income tax, this has put $30,635 into my equity in the form of a year. So let's then go over to the amortization schedule and see how this all works out. I'm borrowing, as I said, $350,000. There's my monthly payment. As you can see, most of it goes to interest, but $504 of it goes to reduction in equity. I then bring these down and total of them. My interest payment for the full year is $13,887. And as I said, I'm able to deduct that from my other income, and that's part of this tax savings down here. I've paid down the mortgage that's the total of these payments here, principal reduction, $6,163. So I've increased my equity in the first year by $117,263. And what was that, the investment to get that equity? The $9,000 that I paid for the construction loan. That's how I'm coming out. Now, from this point on, this equity grows, and what I am doing is the increase in equity, or the pay down from the mortgage, plus the $85,000 that I had built in as equity because I built the house and had it appraised for $435,000. So at the end of 2 years, I have a increase in my net worth of the equivalent of $123,000, and I've been saving on my taxes as I go along. And the amortization schedule takes you all the way through 360 payments, a 30-year payment, which I won't live to see. But my heirs will inherit this as equity. How does this compare to a real estate investment? Well, again, remember, the difference here is I've got $9,000 invested in this. Yes, I have my time and my effort and my knowledge and my experience. And then from that point on, all this equity is being built and paid for by the leaser, the renter. What I have to do to make this work is have it do my research, have it in a good neighborhood where I know I'm going to get appreciation and where I know I can get that kind of rent. Now, we'll talk about why I'm confident that I can get that rent here at my desk. Okay, that's where I'm going. The house is roughly 2.5 months from completion. I have, in fact, people coming to look at it, to buy it. I'm in a dilemma as to whether I will sell it to them or I will take the $30,000 or $40,000 profit that I'm going to make and actually turn it in and build another house. My inclination right now is I want a piece of rental property available come January the 1st or January the 15th, when I think the traffic is going to come looking for rental property in quality neighborhoods, brick homes with 2-car garages. This is going to be a 4-bedroom house in a very desirable neighborhood, a community, a zip code that only has 3 homes for rent at this point, adjacent to the most expensive neighborhood in Alabama, the Mountain Brook neighborhood, very convenient to the airport, very convenient to the interstate system. So I've done my research, and I've built the house. I've built the house that I would be willing to move into, and in a neighborhood that I would be willing to move into. The other real advantage is here, I have at my access some 47 lots. Now, some of the lots I'm going to sell, and they're going to be custom-built homes. I'm sure of that. I want that neighborhood to be no more than 33% rental property. I want most of the homes to be owner-occupied, and that will increase the value of the neighborhood. So that's what I'm doing. If you'd like to have access to the spreadsheets and the information that I've put together, you need to subscribe to bestofusinvestors.com. I will send you then the next morning a email that is my morning market, and attached to that email is going to be a link to the spreadsheets that I've created. And they're not perfect. I created them. I'm going to invite you to work with them. And then from there, I'm going to build a course, if you will, that we're going to have at the Discord, what I call the Village, where you can get some more detailed information as to how I set up the loans, how I got the HELO loan, then how I got the mortgage, and give you a step-by-step process where you can do this. The other option is to find investors who you can explain this process to, and you can facilitate it for them, whether you're a real estate agent or you're a property manager or you're a builder, whatever it is, this course is for you. And it's for you to find a way to build your net worth and to build your family wealth. So, Best of Us Investors, we're here for you. And come join our tribe and be a part of the growing movement that we're putting together.